In the case,
उपद्रवियों द्वारा पुलिस की गाड़ी और हथियार छीनकर भागने के मामले में मुख्यमंत्री ने कहा कि असामाजिक तत्वों की कार्रवाई किसी भी तरह स्वीकार्य नहीं किया जाएगा और उनके खिलाफ कड़ी कार्रवाई की जाएगी। और साथ ही मुख्यमंत्री ने यह चेतावनी भी दी कि पुलिस द्वारा छीनी गई बंदूक जितनी जल्द हो सके वह वापस करे।
Yes, that particular incident that took place is completely unacceptable by the government, and the officials and the police who were involved in where they deserted at that moment their weapon already are under suspension, and we are putting up an inquiry against those individuals. For a police, the arms and the weapons they carry are as good as a part of their body. They should never ever let go of their weapon. So what happened yesterday was unacceptable, whether it's from the police personnel who were present out there, or whether it was from the individuals who had taken them. So therefore, we are very firm on this, and we will take firm action on this. And all those people who are involved and who may have this are asked to immediately give back those weapons. I don't have the exact number with me right now, or I will tell you what the number is, but I will stand corrected in case the number is not what I have. But there were 4 of them. Out of the 4, 1 went away with his weapon and 3 did not. So out of these 3 and 1, exactly the number that are there, 3 for sure, but the 4th one may not be because he went away with his weapon. But still, an inquiry will be done to ensure that everything is clarified. But there were total 4 of them. I can't hear you. No, not yet. These kind of activities are meaningless. I was going to say that. We are here trying to work together to resolve all these kind of issues. And whatever has happened in the past, you will see that different kind of elements have tried to create unrest. So my appeal to all the citizens of the state, and especially people who are getting involved in these kind of activities, that this is not the way forward. I appeal to everybody that they must be peaceful. We must try to resolve these issues in a proper manner, and violence is not the way forward. So therefore, we condemn it, and obviously we will be finding the people who are responsible for this also. But at the same time, I appeal to everybody that at this point in time, we need to maintain peace in the city and the state.
The advisor, the deputy of the state also should be asked to tender his frustration from.
As I said, that we have asked for a judicial inquiry to be put up, and this inquiry will look into all the aspects of the case, and it will look into the roles that are played by every single individual. So when a judicial inquiry is put in, it is very, very independent and a very powerful inquiry committee in nature. So therefore, whatever action needs to be taken, we will decide once the judicial inquiry submits its report.
Judicial inquiry is within how many days?
It will be. We are just waiting for confirmation from the concerned individuals, who we have identified, and looking at all the options that are there. And based on that, as soon as we got the confirmation, so even if the confirmation, say, suppose comes as early as today, then it will be instituted today itself. If it comes tomorrow, it will be instituted tomorrow. But as I said, the decision has been made that the inquiry will be. Now it's only an administrative procedure that is left, where we require the consent of the concerned individuals to be part of this committee. Once the consent is come in, it will be immediately notified.
So, media person was attacked yesterday by CRPF.
I'm not don't have the details of the entire aspect of the attack that took place, or whether the individual journalist or media person was harmed. But obviously, this is something that we don't want it to happen, and it's something that should not happen. Media people have always only tried to bring out facts and ensure that the people are aware about the situation that's happening. So, but in the situation where there are a lot of chaos is there, a lot of tension is there. It could happen that sometimes, and it may be dark, and the CRPF could be in a situation where they were not able to identify and really clearly see who's who. So it could be that it happened in that situation, but it's something that should not happen.
So last night in Mumbai, there was a lot of violence that erupted, and today itself, even the UP Customs has visited the area, and even residents of this area have demanded that the CRPF be removed from there, because every time they witness that it's staff brutality, which causes victims a lot of violence whenever this happens. So are you looking into this?
We have had a detailed discussion on this aspect, and it has been decided that along with the Deputy Commissioner, along with the local representatives, that is the MLA and the MDC both, and other leaders from there, but there means from Mawlai area and adjoining areas where the slight tension is there, that all of them will discuss and see how to move this forward. So therefore, presence of security is also necessary. It's something that we can't just simply take away, because the confidence of the public also has to be there. So therefore, looking at the situation and after discussing with local leaders, after discussing with the public there, we will see, the Deputy Commissioner will see, and of course the Home Department also will be involved in it. We will see how to manage this and ensure that a balance is struck between the overall tension that is out there and the concerns of the citizens or the residents that CRPF is always there and creates tension, but at the same time ensure that the presence of the armed forces also is felt. That will also make sure that the confidence is there for the people.